how much audio did we lose?
Well, it's reconnected now. Let's see. Just go back to while she decided between a latte and a house drip coffee. That should be fine.
Alright, let me check for that.
Oh god. Everything's killing herself.
Alright. Can I join them?
No.
Oh. Watch out, I'm edgy and relatable. Alright. Where were we?
While she decided.
While she decided between a latte and a house-dripped coffee, she picked out Nozomi's voice among the general murmur of conversation in the shop.
You didn't tell me you invited Umi-chan too.
It was pretty last minute.
That was Maki.
I figured she wanted to make up for the last time she hasn't seen any of you.
I really did miss her. I hope this means she's really back.
Back from what?
From whatever kept her away from us.
Umi tugged at the sleeve of her jacket, trying to focus on the menu. Naturally, her efforts failed now that she was zeroed in on the conversation at the back of the table.
Are you going to ask her about it?
Maki asked.
I probably shouldn't pry, especially if it's something serious.
Why would you assume it's serious?
It's been 2 years, Maki-chan. 2 years!
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know anything?
Me?
Maki's voice hitched.
No. Like you said, it's best not to pry.
Yeah. Just because she's back. Just because she's back doesn't mean she's ready to open up. It's too bad.
Maki took an audible sip of her latte.
I hope you're not saying that just because you haven't been long gossiping.
Could you read that one more time, Nova?
It didn't catch. It didn't.
It kind of, though, it just got kind of whispery at the end.
Fuck. I hope you're not just saying that just because you've been low on gossip lately.
Oh, you wound me.
Nozomi gasped in what sounded like mock offense.
Are you a? I'm just getting very high and mighty with this voice. Are you assuming that I give more importance to juicy information than the well-being of my friends?
You said it, not me.
I would never!
Maki didn't answer to that, and when Umi returned to the table after placing her order, both girls were still silent. They looked at her excitedly. My name is Kristen Weston Chandler.
Wait, what now?
My name is Kristen Weston Chandler.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, let's not dead name. Is there something you want to ask?
Umi narrowed her eyes. She couldn't tell if they had been deliberately talking loud enough for her to hear, but she doubted the two of them would be so brutish in their techniques. Especially Nozomi.
So, Umi-chan,
Nozomi started. She drummed her fingers on the table and leaned in. Sorry, my brain temporarily died for a moment, and I forgot that there were more words.
how are you? Didn't I tell you on Monday? Oh, you did, but we didn't get too much time to talk about it. get too much time to talk about it. My apologies.
Umi shrugged, trying not to let her apprehension show. She could already guess where this conversation was headed.
What else do you want to know? Where to start? Gosh, like Nozomi's voice is changing every 5 seconds. I'm trying to remember what she sounds.
That.
I need to remember if I can just remember what she sounds like in the show proper. I can at least kind of approximate it. Yeah. It's been darn near 2 years since I've last seen the original Love Live show. Oy. Where to start? Where to start? Where to start?
Nozomi put a hand to her chin.
A lot. Maki-chan wouldn't tell me anything.
She gave the girl a pointed look.
Because I don't know anything.
Maki returned the look with a glare of her own.
Just because we go to the same school doesn't mean we see each other all the time.
I didn't say it was your fault. Since Umi-chan did such a good job of staying off the map.
Nozomi shifted her stare to Umi, who stiffened.
It was actually impressive how you managed to lay low for that long.
Umi swallowed hard. Alright, nobody take that out of context. But Funny, here on Welcome to the Comedy Zone. It's me, the CEO of comedy, the CEO of funny, your boy, Tanner Brown.
You say that as if I was excuse me. You say that as though I was avoiding you girls on purpose. Were you?
She realized, too late, that she had just cast suspicion on herself by reading too much into Nozomi's words.
I mean, the days tend to blend in. Excuse me. I mean, the days tend to blend into one another, and it's easy for me to lose track of time.
Nozomi was silent for a moment, simply regarding Umi and her answer. Then, she leaned forward. Her shoulders relaxed slightly.
You're right. You're right about that.
She picked up her spoon and stirred it in her coffee, even though it was already fully mixed.
It's kind of crazy to think that you've been gone for almost 2 years.
Umi weighed this against her most recent interactions with the rest of their friends.
It almost doesn't seem like it. That's why it's so crazy.
Nozomi sighed, stirring her coffee absently all the while.
But then again, we don't get to meet up all that often. You know when you surprised us 2 days ago? That might have been the
Her nose wrinkled.
third time we all met since everyone graduated.
She glanced towards Maki, who up to that point had been content to let Nozomi talk.
Is that right, Maki-chan?
Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some water until Nova comes back in.
Okay. Oh, hi, Nova. Alright.
Anyway.
How am I doing, Harry, by the way?
You're doing quite well.
Wait, were you asking me?
I think Tanner left. He's just gonna get some water. Oh dear.
And I also died, so that's good.
Chandler is a name I have not heard in a very long time, and
Wait, what now?
Tanner mentioned Tanner offhandedly not quite muttered, but said the name of the artist formerly known as Sonic Choose creator, basically.
Oh,
Mentioned their name.
haven't heard that
Their
in a long time.
dead name.
I think artist is enough to describe Chris Jam.
I hope she's doing alright.
fascinating. Christian is a fascinating individual. This is a good seating position. How's my mic coming in? I think I like this position better.
Your mic. Your mic sounds fine. Oh dear.
So we starting
yes.
from I'm not sure, or
Yeah, she glanced towards Maki, who up to that point had been content to let Nozomi talk. Is that right, Maki-chan?
I'm not sure.
the redhead said.
Something like that.
Does that mean I haven't missed out on too much?
Umi's question was a little more hopeful than she wanted to let on. Nozomi wagged her finger, crushing what little hope Umi had.
You're wrong about that. Don't think we didn't miss you like hell. That just sounds weird coming from her. Oh, that's right. Of course.
Umi looked away, flushing. She was on a toilet this whole time.
Yes. This is what happens in Chapter 6.
This entire conversation took place in a bathroom.
You've been a ghost in the group chat, too.
Her senior added. She could only shrug.
I'm guilty as charged.
Oi! A sharp voice interrupted the chit-chat, and the narrator forgot he was the narrator. All three girls turned at the same time to see a petite girl wearing a pink apron imposing on the table. A name tag fastened near her chest and had the letters Nico emblazoned. Emblazoned? I've never heard that word. I've heard
Emblazoned.
Emblazoned. I've heard embroidened. Emblazoned. Here in my home country, emblazoned, we... on it in a rather unimpressive black font. I hope you're not expecting me to waste my break time here again. She held Umi's order on a tray.
Yo!
Oh, sorry!
Yo!
Nozomi waved at her and smiled a thoroughly innocent smile. Umi breathed a sigh of relief, seeing as Nico's surprising appearance was also a distraction. Jesus Christ! Alright guys, welcome back to Tanner Relearns English. I'm gonna move my laptop a little. Nah, here. Where were we?
Seeing as Nico's surprising appearance.
Seeing as Nico's surprising appearance was also a distraction from their discussion about college life.
Fancy meeting you here, Nico-chi. Nico-chi.
Drop the act already? It got old the first time you did it. Nico retorted.
Is this the reason why you picked this... Excuse me. Is this the reason why you picked this cafe to hang out?
Umi whispered to Maki while the seniors were distracted. This is funny, I used to work at a cafe. Maki shrugged.
More or less.
She whispered back.
Nico-chan makes it more exciting than your average cafe, so that's a plus.
I heard that! Nico pointed an accusing finger at the pair. So, you're admitting you come here just to mess with me, huh?
Of course not. We genuinely enjoy your company.
Nozomi said. Her words seemed to have no effect. I've never known how to pronounce this word.
Chagrin.
Chagrin, yeah. I'm very stupid. Much
No,
to
you're not.
Umi's chagrin. And you! Nico's glare now zeroed in on Umi. You're the last person I'd expect to join in on their funny business. Umi averted her gaze.
The feeling is mutual. Oh, don't incriminate yourself like that, Umi-chan.
Nozomi chuckled. She pulled Nico closer to the table and added,
That's not what you're here for, right?
Umi considered this question directed at her. Supposedly, Maki had brought her to hang out, and nothing more.
I don't think so.
She answered with this in mind. Then what brings you here? If you didn't know, these two only hang it. Let me do that one again. Then what brings you here? If you didn't know, these two only hang out here to get in the way of my work. Nico glanced at Nozomi, and, after a small nod from the other girl, sat down at the last vacant seat. She slid Umi's order across to her table.
You love it.
Maki chimed in.
Don't lie.
You're lucky I do, Nico shot back. If I didn't, I'd have you kicked out here just for loitering. She jerked her thumb towards the door.
I'm sure you would.
Maki smiled, her voice contacting not one hint of sincerity. Nico inhaled sharply, and Umi braced herself for the argument that this would surely lead to, but no biting response came. Instead, Nico looked her straight in the eye and changed the subject. A wise move. If Umi were to judge, as you can see, nothing's changed. She said. For a moment, Umi was unable to respond to this somber declaration. But then Nico grinned, belying that statement's true nature.
It's good to see that,
Umi returned the smile.
but I don't. But I don't entirely agree.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we've changed it a bit in some way. You know, all in our own ways, Nico conceded. Especially now that everyone's graduated. But when we get together, it's...
You've seen it for yourself.
Nozomi finished for her. Exactly! Nico said, snatching up a piece of Maki's croissant. You... Her junior eyed her disapprovingly, but said nothing. You could have come back any time. I was trying to make that sound like I was chewing on something, but I'm not chewing on anything. Umi frowned, swishing her coffee from side to side. The liquid splashed around her close to the rim, but didn't spill over.
If you say so.
She muttered, not convincingly. So, what took you long to come back?